Good morning, everyone. It is a really cold day in November, and I've come to a decision. I've been trying to get a chance to go metal detecting when the weather would be warm enough to do so, but it hasn't been doing that. Let's see what it was 3 days ago. We had a few inches of snow, and then like today here in a couple hours it's supposed to start raining and snowing again, and that's supposed to last all night and all day. So I think my channel is going to have a little bit of other things going on during the winter, along with metal detecting when it's decent, at least decent enough for me. I'm a wuss. I hate cold weather, and I know it's kind of odd to hate cold weather and live in a state that in the winter it gets really cold. I almost said something I don't want to say on my channel. So, it is what it is. I'm here in the garage of my new house. I thought I might give you guys a tour of it since I've got it sort of cleaned up. It needs some work. I'll show you what it needs to have done to it and give you kind of a rundown and go from there. To have tools over here, I don't really trust the lock on the house. My Cadillac isn't totally working right now, so it is here in my garage, and I've got my stuff locked up in it so that it's safe. And the doors on the house aren't exactly secure, so let's step on out here. And I'm going to turn the video around so that you guys can see the house, which will, cause me to have a little bit of a break. So let's pause here. I'll flip it and then go for the tour. All right, here's the back of the garage. It's the part that's facing the house. I guess depending on how you look at it, could be the front of the garage. And the two back doors there, the two car doors, can be the back. I don't care. However you want to look at it, it's fine. To me, this is the back because right there's where you pull in and out. So the place came with some stuff up here in the attic, a bed that I'm going to throw away and stuff like that because I just don't trust it, especially after being in that house. A Santa Claus, some big windows, and a door that doesn't fit anywhere in this house. I picked up some drywall sheets at $3 a piece from Menards in their damaged area. And let the phone react to the light. Okay, it has a little workbench, some cabinets that have to go. And it's not bad. It's a nice little two-car garage. And then that was the back door on the house. And the window, as you can see, is non-existent. So right now on the back of the house is an interior door. And it will do the job until I can get an exterior door there. Sometime in the past, someone has made a nice little patio here. They've got a little fire pit there, and I assume another one there. I don't know. Neighbor lady said that they had a kiddie pool in there, and the renter who was here would get drunk and he'd fall into it, and I guess he was quite an entertaining show. But there's some crap that came out and I forgot to put over by where the guys pick up the trash. Here's the back of the house. There's a little garden area right here, which will be fun. I've got a lot of cleanup to do out here. This is the side of the garage. I'll trip my way into the garden so you can get a view of it. My dirty little pickup because of that nasty road I live on. There's a little bit of woodwork up here I need to do. But all in all, it's a nice little backyard. And now we'll trip our way up front. This is the side yard. Try not to show the neighbor's house too much because that would be kind of rude. A tree stump that I don't know, might leave it and do some decorating with it. I don't know. Here's the side of the house. There's only a few downspouts. I need to redo the guttering to where it has the proper amount of downspouts in it. And stuff. Put them back together apparently. It's got a new sewer line in it, and you can see there they didn't fill the hole in properly, So I've got to bring some fill dirt in, go all along the side of the house, try to bring it up to about the level of where that line is at the bottom of that window, all the way around. And it's a decent sized yard. Give me some exercise in the summer because I can do the whole push mower thing. Here's the front yard. Front yard is kind of small, but I usually do my stuff in the backyard anyway. So there's an area of the gutter that needs totally replaced because it's got a hole in it. I could get some of that what is it, something seal that never, no, spray cans of stuff that don't really work. They spray it into the bottom of a boat and all that stuff. It doesn't really work. But this has caused an issue. I don't know if you can tell in the view here. You can see the foundation is out at the edge there, and it's sunk in there. It's because that has been leaking so much that's filled this with water and it's pushing it back. I've got an eye, and I'll show you that from the basement. I've got an idea of how to fix that. I don't know that it'll actually work, but I'm going to try it. Here's the little front porch. It's got a stupid air conditioner in the wall. I find that moronic, but that's just me. Everybody has their own opinion. That's going to go. So there's the front door, which the front door isn't in bad shape. Let me go ahead and show you this first. This is the other side of the house. And you can see there, it's got some drainage issues as well. Hole in it, putting water right there. And you can see how it just goes down like that. That's also going to push this side of the foundation in. So all of this will be raised up. And I might just get more of these little things here, covers, and raise the dirt up to where it comes about halfway up the wall, or up the window. And just kind of angle it out, something like that. But anyway, let's go inside. The storm door is in okay shape. I think if I replace this front door, I'll probably just save this and put a screen in it. The door doesn't really latch. I put a new lock on it so that I could keep it shut. So the jamb has issues. You can see here, apparently it's been kicked in a few times or something. People being stupid. Okay. And I didn't show you guys the inside of the house before because it was really bad, but now it's just kind of sort of bad. So it's a little better. Show you kind of the amount of work I have. This window, the bottom slide up part, the window is broken out of it. I found the frame for it. It's back there. I'm looking for a window to go into it, which I might just cut down a window from one of those in the garage to put into it. Don't know yet. But I might have someone who will replace the whole thing, which would be great. This is the living room. It's kind of small, but it is what it is. The ceiling will get either painted or replaced. Probably for now just painted because it's just kind of ugly. This area over here where somebody apparently had a bedroom will be my office. It'll be where I have my desk and computer and all that. This will be where the magic happens on the videos because my videos are so magical. But it's got this little doorway that separates it from the rest of the house. I might put like some folding doors on it. I might just leave it like that. Don't know for sure yet. There are some holes in the wall from where I went through the other day. I got me an inspection camera and drilled holes and was looking for any kind of things to be concerned about in the walls. And really, I found nothing. The structure inside the walls looks good. It's just the people who used to live here were nasty. And I mean extremely freaking nasty. There's a bunch of holes. I had to find a spot to get through because there's some kind of metal thing in there I had to try to get around. Has a nifty little stairway to the attic right there. Goes up into there. Decent sized kitchen. I think the kitchen's probably twice the size of the living room. Probably not. It just kind of feels that way. So yeah, there's that. These cabinets look decent, but they're going to go eventually. I want to try and get them out of here before I ever move in. The people who were here had bugs really bad, and that's my biggest issue with getting moved in here, is making sure they're gone. And they left all of that in the cabinets, which is, just really sad that people do that type of stuff. None of it's usable because of the bugs. So it all has to go to the trash. Then coming back, oh yeah, and this flooring, it looks kind of okay in most areas, but it's peel and stick, and peel and stick is crap. It's such crap that right in front of the sink, half of them are gone because they've gotten moisture, and moisture with this stuff just lets it go. I think it's hardwood underneath, and I think that because right there, where it continues from the bedroom to here, to me that looks like hardwood. So I'm wondering, I think I can just probably peel all that stuff up, sand this down, and sand it down, varnish it, and stain it, and all that good stuff, and have a nice floor in here. And while I'm doing that, I'll do these other rooms as well. Back here is the nasty bathroom, and they rolled vinyl out on it, which makes it look kind of nice. Let's see if I can get the light to come on. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. I've got to check into that. That cabinet's going to go because it's pretty grody. Focus camera. There's my hammer I have to flush the toilet with. The toilet's going to go. And they have a shower installed here. Someone had a decent idea with this bathroom. It looks decent. But I don't know why, when they did all this other work, they didn't paint the ceiling. They just left it like that. Makes no sense to me. I don't know if they were going for like a retro look or whatever, but that's getting fixed. And some of that's peeling, so I'm going to have to figure out what to do over that. Back here, this is the only actual bedroom in the house, and I'll show you why in a few seconds. But it's a little bitty bedroom. All the rooms in this house except the kitchen are small. And that's really all there is to that. Just a tiny little bedroom. Needs some holes fixed. Every room needs painted. Door needs replaced because, yeah. And then in here, this should be a bedroom. But there's the door to go outside. And I'm shivering. That's why the phone is shaking so much. I keep changing hands, but that doesn't fully work very long. But, oh, come on, phone. But anyway, it's got potential. These are the doors from the closet in there, and they're in good shape except for a couple little holes. I might just deal with the holes because I do like the looks of these doors. Depends on if I can get them to go up in there and look decent. Otherwise, I might just get some thin plywood and recover them or something. I like that look. I think it looks nice. So, all of the other doors in the house need replaced because you can see on this one they've had to. There, you can see on this one they've had to repair it to hold it together. So it's toast. It does its job, sorta, kinda, but not very well. There's the interior door I'm using as an exterior back door. And here's some laminate that somebody at some point had used for the landing going down into the basement. And here is the frame for the lower part of that front window. So one of the things I'm thinking about doing is going to like a glass shop with maybe that big window back there and saying, can you cut that down and put it in here? Because I guarantee you, with the way luck goes for me sometimes, if I was to try to cut that window, put it in here, it would break right down the middle on me and I would be wasting the window. So why not just go and have somebody do it who knows what they're doing? So Here's another couple of holes that someone thought was important to knock in the wall. And I like that. We're going to go down to the basement now, but I've got to turn on the light on the phone camera because there is no light in the basement. Someone has cut the wires to them. So we'll take another quick pause, and then I will get the light on, and we'll be headed down that way. Alrighty, we're down in the basement now. This house came with 2 washing machines and a dryer, which none of them work. It also came with this really cool Fender amp, which I'm going to make work because I have an electric guitar. Actually, I have 2. I have a bass and a 6-string, and I'm going to make sure it works so I can do it on, use it on them. I don't know how to play, but what the heck? It's kind of fun. It has this hole here, which I thought was a sump pump hole, but all the angles and the cuts for the drain go over to a drain over here. So don't know why it would drain on the opposite side of the sump pump. And I haven't noticed any standing water down here in the basement. So I don't know. We'll have to figure it all out. There is the drain for the washer. So my assumption is that the washer goes here, since that's where it's plumbed in and wired, because the wire for the outlet is up in there. You can see it right above the pipe there. But I don't know, the people cut it off for whatever reason. So I've got to replace that. There used to be a light switch here, I was told, which makes sense to have a light switch here. But someone just kind of did that, and it went to this, which either that doesn't work or there's no juice coming to that. There's this funky wiring down here, so I don't know. I've got to redo all the wiring down here. There are some cracks in the foundation. That first little sunk in area is just right out here, and somebody's put some beams up here because that, which I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to fix these cracks. And until I was looking at it now, I didn't notice how open they were. But for one thing, I'm going to try doing the concrete fill like they did, but I'm going to clean it out so that the concrete will adhere a little bit better. And I might end up having to dig that out and redo that wall, which is what my plan is for this wall. This crack here, this is where the foundation is sunk in. I don't know if you can tell that much on the camera, but it comes way in, and like right here is the furthest in point. So all this breakage is because of that. And I have an idea of how to fix it, and that is dig the entire front out and either push this out and brace it better than what it is right now, because that's just bolted into the floor joist, which might be perfect, I don't know. But brace it further out where it's straight up and down, or just brace up the house and take out this corner from like right about that seam right there where the boards came together in the foundation. Maybe cut it there and do the front wall, and from there on. Because, I don't know, maybe both of these walls need to come out, because it is kind of in here too. So for this, I might even call a foundation company and drop the bucks and have that done professionally, which would probably be a much smarter way to go, since I really don't know what I'm doing on that. I would be learning as I go. So, and for something that structural, maybe having somebody who knows what they're doing do it would be a good idea. The other area that is going to have an issue, this is that window that the thing was at an angle. It's leaking right here, and you can see it's already starting to push this in. So I don't know how long it's been leaking, but this wall is going to have the same issue that the other two have. So yeah, it needs it needs some attention, and it needs it relatively quickly, or this house will be down. And since I bought this house to live in or flip, depending on what happens this week, it's going to have to be done, because I wouldn't be comfortable selling this house to someone with this like this. So this is a chunk of change I'm going to have to spend regardless. So yeah. And then I was thinking maybe to keep it up where it's supposed to be for longer, put some beams like this across this way, and then build the interior walls on that and just finish the basement out. Because at that point, it's not going to leak. Build it up enough to where this gap here is filled with wall, and then this pipe would be along the wall. I think that would be a great idea. But you can see what's happening with that water dripping. So yeah, I've got myself into a bit of work, but the good thing is most of the work that needs to be done in this house, I can do while I live here. So yeah, that is a tour of this. Oh, and there's the furnace, and it does work. So I was really shocked after seeing the condition of the house and looking at the furnace. I haven't tested the water heater yet, but everything else has been working. I don't see any reason why the water heater won't. So yeah, that's that. I'm going to be working on this, and I will show some videos of this place every once in a while. I don't know that I will do a video where I show the whole thing as I'm working on it, but yeah, I was hoping to be in here by Thanksgiving, and that's not going to happen now, because I've got to wait to do the kitchen until I check out some other options for getting like the window fixed and that type of stuff, which could take a little bit longer. But yeah, and if anyone wants to come help, free labor is always great. Yeah, this is what it is, and I hopefully will be in here before the first of the year and everything, but we shall see. So if you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe, and share them with someone else you think might enjoy them. And hopefully soon I'll be able to get back to metal detecting, because it's just too darn cold out there right now for me to do that. So anyway, I will talk with you guys on the next one. Have a great day.